So perfect. Here we go. So Joaquin, uh, the topic is about we are talking about meaningful connections, exploring patience, perspective, and personal stories. So let me. First of all, would you like to introduce yourself, just for maybe who is watching us new on YouTube, just for you training your English also? Try to introduce yourself in a different way. I don't know. Feel free.
Yes, yes, okay, of course. Yes, what can I say? What can I say about me? My name is Joaquim Maia. As you know, I am from Portugal. I am 78 years old, a young man, a young man.
Mm. Yeah, for sure.
78 years old. I am married with a son, a daughter, and three grandsons. I live here near Lisbon, the
Mhm.
capital,
Mhm.
35 kilometers away from Lisbon, here in one little village.
Mhm.
It's like a countryside here where I live. It's a calm village, very nice to stay here. More retired, as I said. Uh, as a retired, I have some free time in the
Mhm.
during the day. Then I like to walk in the morning,
Mhm.
as we live here in one place to walk outside, more or less 4 times a week. My wife and we go outside to walk for 1 hour and a half
Mhm.
after
Mhm.
breakfast in the morning. In the other days, I go also to the gym.
Nice.
My wife, she doesn't like the gym. She likes more to walk. To
I
walk, she
see.
likes very much. But I like very much to exercise also in the gym. More. I like to garden very much here in my in
Nice.
my yard. I make all the tasks here in my garden. Now, as we are in the winter, I have not many things here in the
Mhm.
in the garden. It's more in spring and summer. In
Mhm.
the winter, normal we have not many things here.
I see.
But I have other works here, more or less. I have always something to do here.
Mhm.
I like to travel more or less every year. Every
Mhm.
year we made a trip
Yeah.
abroad or here inside Portugal. More or less, I know all the provinces here in
Mhm.
Portugal. I like very much to travel here. I like to see the naturally to see, to admire nice sightseeings in the nature. I like very much to watch series about nature, about history. Also, I watch many series in the National Geographic.
Mhm.
Odyssey, also series about nature and story. I like very much. More about myself, I would say that I consider myself when sociable and optimist person
Important,
about
very
myself.
important.
Yeah, I would say also the one man hobby. It's also to attending the marches here in TNT to improve my English. With you
Very
is
good.
difficult because your immersion is in Sunday and Sunday afternoon here in Portugal because here is
My,
6 p.m.
mhm.
In Portugal now is 6
Oh, I
p.m.
see.
6
Uh-huh.
p.m. On Sundays, sometimes it's difficult
I see.
to be free in the
Mm-hmm.
Sundays
Yeah.
afternoon because my daughter or my son come here to my house or we go to the house of them. Sometimes it's difficult, but because today the weather is not good, it's
I
good to
see.
stay at home. The weather
Uh-huh.
today invited us to stay at
Stay
home.
at home.
That
Mm-hmm.
because I am here free to talk a little English with you.
Very, very good, Joaquin. And I just want to open my door because to be better the connection because of the Wi-Fi. But Joaquin, very, very good. Congratulations. I think you know you very well, and I like it the way you introduce yourself. And yeah, I was creating a lot of questions while you're introduce yourself, but just let me introduce myself also. So just I'm Johnny Harrington. I'm from Brazil, in the city of São Paulo, Osasco, close there, São Paulo. And Joaquin, I'm planning to be in a marriage next year, in April. I have a fiance. She lives in Ilhéus,
You get
Bahia.
married. You get married. You get married.
Not yet. I'm planning
Not yet. Next.
to next year in April, if God's
Next year,
will.
April. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. My fiance, she lives in Ilhéus, Bahia. By the way, I'm gonna visit her next month during my vacation. And yeah, we like it's like in another state, so it's 2 hours the difference by flying,
Two
airplane.
hours. 2 hours by
Two
by by cra- by
plane.
plane. By plane.
Yeah, yeah, by plane. If you was take a car, like it's more than 1 day, like
One day.
is
It's
by car, yeah.
but
And
for you, Bahia, Salvador.
yeah, Salvador. Yeah, the
Salvador
capital.
between São Paulo, Salvador, 2 hours by plane,
Yeah, more or less. But
more
she
or
she
less.
she didn't live in Salvador. She lives in another city called Ilhéus.
Okay.
Ilhéus.
Ilhéus,
Ilhéus.
Ilhéus.
Yeah, that's it.
Ilhéus.
And so uh, I was talking with her about the planning and stuff, how we organize, and I like to know about you on this aspect. For how many years are you in a marriage, like with you and your wife? How long?
Sorry?
How long are you in a marriage with your wife?
Um, we are in the some village.
But I mean, for how many years are together with her? Are you together for like 50 years together, 30 years? Do you know what I mean? Like, for how many years You and your wife live in a marriage, live together in the same
Ah,
house.
how many years we get
Yeah,
married?
yeah, yeah.
Ah, many years ago.
50 years, maybe.
Since 19,
Mm-hmm.
1970.
Whoa.
Since
So this is
54 years ago.
whoa. So Joaquin,
No,
you have
no, 54,
54, and so
54 years ago.
let me know which tips do you have for me who are uh to start this life, you know? What tips do you say for me, young guys, and for someone who is watching us? What do you recommend? Like something that what advice do you have for me, you know?
How old are you?
I'm
How old?
28. 28.
28.
Yeah.
Ah, you are já one adult,
Mm-hmm.
more or less you are already age to think about life. Then, mas it's what girlfriend? How long? How many?
My
How
fiance has 24,
24.
4 years less. Yeah.
It's I have the same difference in years between
Ah,
me and my wife. Four
nice.
years. 4 years. 4
Nice.
years.
Uh-huh.
I get married. I get married with 24.
Oh, I see.
24. My wife was 20.
Nice age, yeah.
20. It's I got married when I finished my military service.
Mm, I see.
I made my military service in Navy,
Mm-hmm.
Marine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was a sailor, as a sailor. I was in Marine, in Navy six
Mm-hmm.
years.
Oh, I see.
I
Very
enter.
good.
I start my military service with 18.
18 years.
18.
Uh-huh.
I was as a
Mm-hmm.
voluntary, and I finished with 24.
And for 6 years, I see.
24. 24, yeah. I finished my military service.
Mm-hmm.
Here in Portugal is the habit. After we finish the military service, the first thing that you wish is to find a job
Mm-hmm.
when we
Yeah.
start the military service. And it's was happened with me. It's not too it's easy to me to find a job. Then
Mm-hmm.
after that I get married.
I see.
What advice I can to say you? We need to have we have to be
Oh, good.
very patient and comprehension
I see.
between the couple, because it's not easy. It's not
Uh-huh.
easy after a lot many years. We find many difficulties through our life. In many situations, we don't agree each other. We have different ideas. In many things, I agree. I agree, and the wife doesn't agree. But at the end, at the
Mm-hmm.
end, we must also to have a talk, and between us we must to have comprehension, because I think it's sometimes is difficult. Sometimes is difficult because as you see nowadays with many young couples
Mm-hmm.
nowadays, for example, for simple things, they don't understand each other, they discuss each other, and easy they start a divorce. Easy. Nowadays, it's easy to start with a divorce in the young couples. But in the past, in my time, uh, because we passed some difficulties in the life in my childhood. Then it's not easy for me as a child. Then I think it's good for me to observe the life in other way,
Mm-hmm.
I suppose. Then it's because today, if you have some disagree, some things that you don't agree each other, I think we have more passion to
Mm-hmm.
to 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 solve when the things that you don't agree. It's difficult for me in English to explain my idea.
But
Because my vocabulary in English is not so
no,
good.
no.
It's
But
difficult. If we need to have one immersion in Portuguese also, in one immersion in Portuguese. It's more easy for me
yeah,
to talk to explain my idea.
but Joaquin was amazing. I totally understand. I take notes, because I really admire you and your story with your wife. And I think nowadays the people don't value this, and you have you are a wisdom guy. You has all a life that you live it. So I really appreciate because I think patient, be comprehensive, careful. I think these things it is nice to hear from a person that who really truly live it, who really applied this because no one. It is very rare you see people nowadays together for how many years? Like 54 years. So I think I want has a solid relation with my fiance, and I know this is not easy, and I really appreciate because your stories is a good reference, for me. I am Christian, and I think it is very important to have God in a relation also, and I really, really appreciate you, Joaquin. Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah,
You are you are you are from the same village, for example. You and your fiancé, you are from the same village. You know each other as a child, or you know each other as adult. How was your you know each other?
good question. Thank you for asking. So in your case, we knew each other on a chat in English. we are Christian and we was in the same group, the like Christian group for training English. So through the Bible studies, and I started Bible studies in the with the group, and then we stay in the same environment, But she always, I knew her 2020 in the final of 2020, and then she started um, a YouTube channel, and then I saw her for the first time. She was sharing her life, the things, how to help the people to study English, and then I we started a friendship, And so
Friendship,
finally,
friendship.
yeah, in
Okay.
2022,
Yeah.
we decided to start uh, being a dating with each other, and so since 20, almost for next month, you'll be 22 years that we are in this dynamic. She in Bahia and me here in São Paulo, and then I'm flying for there. She flying for here, and then finally next month, in five months, when to marry each other. I'm very excited for that. Sometimes we feel a little afraid because we don't know how to things will be about the financial stuffs, about work. I mean, in her case, she study. She's her major was architecture, so she's an architecture. I'm engineering, and nowadays I have a good job, And she are looking for some. She are looking for she's this area in Brazil actually is not easy because you work a lot and you're not recognized enough. So in that we are in this situation, we are make plans we are talking a lot to imagine how the things will be in the future because we want to be like you want the simple stuffs, we don't have like uh, a big expectation that to traveling every year for next another country. No, no, we have a social financial health. It's okay, but for we live together, and then we are planning to uh, uh, to take goals and help each other to
Uh-huh.
achieve their goals.
Yeah.
So that's the point, and that's why I ask you, how, hey Joaquin, tell me the
Yeah.
secret because I know you already passed for a lot of situations with your wife, and I really appreciate.
Mhm. It's very important. It's very important. We must to know. We must to know each other
Mhm.
very well,
Yeah.
and we must to know some consistency between
Hmm.
the persons. It's very important because in some times we know some other examples. For example, there are friends. They start chatting, for example, in online, and soon they start speaking. They solve the things very
Hmm.
fast, without to know each other very well. And when that happen, the things don't run well.
Yeah, I see.
It's
Hmm.
very important. It's very important.
Yeah. So let me. I have a picture here for her. I don't know if you can see. Oh, yeah.
Uh,
My bad. Let me see.
I know I don't
No,
see
it's
the picture
not
well.
working. I don't know why. Yeah. Maybe I need to remove the. Oh, here. Can you hear now? Can you see now?
Ok, ok, agora
She's
sim. Sim, sim, agora
Giselle,
sim. Agora sim. Ok,
and that here's
nice.
me.
Ok,
Yeah.
ok.
So, Joaquin.
Okay,
Yeah.
congratulations when you get married. I think all the things is running well. I wish you good life when you just.
Thank you, Joaquin. So, Joaquin, let me do a question for here from the questions here. The question number one. Uh, what is something you've always wanted to try but haven't had the chance yet?
What what's something you have always wanted to try but haven't had the chance to yet? Um, it's difficult for me to say one thing about that question because more or
Hmm.
less I always reach my goals.
Very good.
It's difficult. Yeah, it's difficult to say that, but yet because I always worked a lot
Hmm.
to achieve my goals
Hmm.
because I have not also many
Hmm.
exigent to choose my goals, but I always worked to travel
Hmm.
in aviation, in the
Mm.
aviations. But to be a pilot, it's very
Uh-huh.
difficult. It's very
Yeah.
difficult. We need a lot of money to get the experience and
Yeah.
to take the course of pilot. It's very difficult. But my goal is to work in planes as a technician, electronic technician.
Mm.
It's
I
it's
see.
one thing that I always think about this goal, and I achieve my it's that goal
I
because
see.
as a child when I finished my primary school,
Mm-hmm.
for me is we have not the possibility to continue study. I start working immediately when I finished my primary school with 11 years old,
Oh.
very very young. Since that age, 11, till entry in the military service,
Uh-huh.
I always worked in the land, in the farmers, in big farmers.
I see.
Very difficult. They're very difficult life. In the Navy, when I was in the military service, I
Uh-huh.
start studying again,
Mm.
and then I have
Uh-huh.
I had the possibility to get a course of electronic uh, um, electronic course.
I see.
Electronic. I I I I was formed in the electronic. When I finished my military service, it was easy. It was easy to enter in our aviation company,
Mm.
Civil Airlines, TAP.
Mm-hmm.
It was easy for me to enter there. I make
Mm-hmm.
the exam to be the patient to enter, and I I start working there as an electronic technician in the aircraft, in the aviation, where I made all my professional career in
Mm-hmm.
Portuguese Airlines as a technician electronic till my retirement.
Nice.
It was wonderful job that I liked a lot to work there. And then because that I would say that I reached
Mm-hmm.
my main goal in my life, I think.
Very, very good. Yeah, yeah, this is wonderful. And I have a friend. Last Friday was an engineer with him. He was working in the Embraer. Is a company in Brazil
Embraer.
that
Mhm.
you know Embraer, right?
Yeah, 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 I know. I think we have some aircrafts from Embraer. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So my friends work there like, as an engineering, and he was telling me some challenges they are facing there, like, and it's very very interesting this area, you know. And I love it to fly in an airplane. You have the sensation to a lot of technology for you put a airplane in the air, you know, a lot of electronic parts, you know, the very stuffs. And yeah, and for be a pilot, I know it's very, very difficult because you need a lot of money to take like 500 hours at least to take a national flyer, I guess, and you need a bunch of money. And I know, I know a case in Brazil. Once a guy was studying and he passed for a problem in their eyes, and he need to stop because
Ah,
I don't know. You need to have a good vision, no? Like, so he was paying for being a pilot, and then he,
it's very difficult
yeah,
to entry as a pilot. They are very exigent. They are
yeah,
very exigent to enter there as a pilot is very difficult.
yeah. Okay, yeah. So, about me, what's something you always want to try but haven't had a chance? Yeah, maybe one day I already had a to be a soccer player, as in Brazil, a lot of guys. But for
Soccer,
me, soccer player,
soccer,
you know, yeah,
soccer.
player, but not something that I want to be. But I think every child in Brazil, a lot of boys already think in this possibility, you know. But it's very very difficult to be a good guy, a successful guy in this area, in this sport in general, because only 1% active like as a Neymar, Ronaldinho, you know, these guys. It's very very difficult. But in Brazil, I think a lot of guys uh, dream with this. Uh, but yeah, but I consider myself blessed, you know, and yeah. Uh, uh, Good question. So Joaquin, let me take another question for you. Uh, Question
Brazil
number
was
two. Uh-huh.
Brazil was a country where there are many what fabulous soccer players.
Yeah,
Since Pelé, Rivellini, Sócrates, Ronaldo,
Garrincha, these
Jairzinho,
guys. Yeah.
soccer players from my time as a child. I knew a lot of soccer players from Brazil. As I was a
Nice.
child, I liked very much to watch the match
Mm-hmm.
with Brazil. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Yeah. Okay. So Joaquin, question number two. If you could have a dinner with any historical figure, who would be and why? Who you choose?
Historical have
Figure.
a dinner with historical figure. Oh, I like very much for all of I like very much of the the artist Roberto Carlos.
Mm.
Roberto Carlos,
In Brazil?
uh,
From Brazil?
sim, Roberto Carlos from Brazil.
Yeah, he's very good singer.
I am from the time that they'll have the song the Calhambeque,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
1964, 1964.
Wow. Yeah.
Calhambeque in the and other songs. Fafá de Belém, I like very much. Fafá de Belém. What artist that I like a lot? Matty Proença is
Mm-hmm.
the artist from the soap of the telenovelas.
Uh-huh.
Then, as I like very much from that figures,
Uh-huh.
I would say that I would like very much to have a dinner with that figures, historical figures.
I see. Interesting.
I don't know. I see uh, some spectacles from the Fafá de Belém here in
Uh-huh.
Portugal. Some concerts here
Mm-hmm.
in Portugal. I liked very much to watch their concerts. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice.
I see, I see. And for me, I the first person.
Lula da Silva.
No, no. But for me, it is Lula is I think is a good president. But for me, the person that I choose is Jesus. Maybe for me, take I have a this historical figure. Like it would be very nice to have a to not only have a dinner, but also to see one of his miracle, like to walk in the surface of the water, above the water, or to when he transform water in wine. This is stuff, and I think he maybe when he's born, I just choose to see these stories, historical moments, and yeah. Mm, I would like to be a fly, only to see all these things. But yeah, in my case, I think Jesus, and maybe another, I don't know, Albert Einstein, these big guys of the stories in the world who made the difference. Um, yeah, maybe it'd be nice to have a conversation with these guys.
Normally,
And
the young people they love the artists from the bands, for example, the musical bands. They love the shutters, the artists,
yeah,
the songs of more or less they have the favorite
band,
artists
yeah.
from bands, for the U2, other.
Like in Brazil, has a guy who was very famous was Renato Russo from Legião Urbana. I don't know if you already listened, but it was very famous. Renato Russo, like Cazuza, they were also famous in decades of 80s,
The
80s,
Roupa
90s.
Nova still exists, Roupa Nova in Brazil.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Roupa Nova
Uh,
is very, very
uh,
good band. Yeah, yeah, but good. All right,
Olá,
Joaquin, go ahead.
you sing, I came to say, with politics, I never choose
Sorry.
politics to have a dinner, a historical dinner.
I see. Good, good.
Politics,
I see.
no, never.
I see. I see. All right. So, let me see. The question number three. What is the best piece of advice you ever receive it? Maybe from your father, from the person that you never forget.
Johnny, when as a child, I still remember nowadays the advice that my parents,
Mm-hmm.
the advice that my parents said to me, my, my mother, my father, but essentially my father. My father always was one man, one
Mm-hmm.
man very respected in all the places where they stay.
Yeah.
All the people that we know, my father was also one respected man. Then I remember since my primary school, it told to me that we always must to respect the older people. We
Mm-hmm.
never we never we never lie. We never lie. We always must to say the trust for the people and the respect essential. Respect all the people, but essential the older
Mm-hmm.
people. I
Yeah,
remember, I
yeah.
remember, I remember, I remember as a child with 9 years old, we lived, my parents and I, we lived in one big farmer. In Brazil, it's like
Mm-hmm.
a fazenda, uma fazenda,
Yeah, yeah.
farmer.
Uh-huh.
For example, every 2 months, every two
Mm-hmm.
months,
Mm-hmm.
we went to our village
Mm-hmm.
because the farmers is more or less 20 kilometers away from our
Mm-hmm.
village. You understand? Then
Mm-hmm.
I
I
remember, I
understand.
remember when I was in our village,
Yeah.
I visited all my family,
Mm.
my uncles, my cousins. Uh, I was in all the houses of my family to say
Mm-hmm.
one hello. You
Oh,
understand?
I
with
see.
with with nine with 18 years old,
Mm-hmm.
because my parents, especially my father, he tell to me to go to the family,
Mm-hmm.
to uncle, to aunts, to cousin, all the family, to say one hello. Then, because I remember, today I remember still of
Mm-hmm.
that advice that my parents said to me. Today is totally different.
Yeah.
Today it's not the habits of my for example, today my
Uh-huh.
grandsons today is totally different with we as a child.
Did you try to pass the same advice for him?
Yes, more or less, not as the same as I was child. but
I see.
more or less, I would say, for example, with my son, with my daughter,
Mm-hmm.
I transmit them more or less the same habits, the same habits that we have
Mm-hmm.
that I have as a child. But
I,
between my son, my daughter, and my grandsons, it's not the same thing. It's not different. It's different.
yeah,
It's
I
different.
imagine it. It's not the
It's
same
different.
thing. All right, but I think it's very, very beautiful this respect and in Brazil, the people. I never was great with this used to this custom, but I really think it's noble when I see a kid, even a adult person arriving an older person and call of bless, oh uncle bless me, and I think I don't was great with this behavior with this attitude, but I really appreciate the sign of respect when I have friends they has this tradition. You know what? Oh hey Joaquin, my father, my grandpa, can you bless? You know, he's very it's not so more common, but it still has some family has this sign of respect, with the uncle, with the parent, the father, I think it's very, very beautiful when you have this noble attitude, show
Uh,
respect.
okay, I forgot to say that you have the same habit. For example, for the uncles
Uh-huh,
and tios e tias,
uh-huh,
padrinhos, tias,
yeah,
tios e padrinhos, we make we bless the hand
yeah, the same in
also,
Brazil.
also.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very, very beautiful.
A gente
All
dizia
right,
assim, dê-me a sua bênção, dê-me a sua bênção, dê-me a
yeah,
sua,
that's it.
a sua.
Yeah. So, okay. So, let me see. For we finish, uh, uh, question number 9. If you could travel to any place in the world, where you'd go and why?
Well, I know many countries in Europe. More or less here in the center of Europe. I think more or less all the countries here,
Whoa.
because as I worked in Portuguese Airlines, we have
Yeah.
free travels. We have free travels.
For
Then.
you and for your wife, it's also or only you?
No, my all family.
Whoa, very
Wife
good.
and sons, daughters, all the family. Then more or less every year we made a trip abroad.
Uh-huh.
Then I know more or less all the countries here in the center. France, Inglaterra, Italy, Greek, Austria, Poland,
Spain.
all the countries. In
Yeah.
in 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 the America, Canada, United States, Brazil, not Argentina
Mm-hmm.
also. Nowadays, I would like to visit the China, the wall of China,
Oh,
the wall
yeah.
of China,
Big
and
is one of the seven wonderful maravilhas of the world,
é
right?
uma das sete maravilhas, seven maravilhas do
Yeah.
mundo. It is the fjords in Norway, the fjords in
Mm,
Norway. I was I two 4 years ago. I have planned a trip for the fjords in Norway to
what
see
is fjords?
uh, os fiordes da Noruega, as
I
ilhas,
don't.
as ilhas, os fiordes, as ilhas,
I see, I see.
onde a gente
Interesting.
aprecia o sol da meia-noite, ou é
It's
sempre de
like
noite ou é
out
sempre de dia.
A aurora boreal?
A aurora boreal, sim, as auroras boreais, as auroras boreais.
Oh, will be
But
nice. Yeah.
because the pandemic situation, we need to cancel the travel.
Oh, I see.
But
I
I
see.
think maybe next year or more or less, it's my dream. It's also
Yeah.
to travel for China and fjords.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead. And Joaquin, yeah, it was very, very pleasure to talk with you in this afternoon. Thank you so much for your time. And yeah, I hope to see you again. Like, and let me know when you return from China,
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Norway.
it's a nice
Yeah,
conversation. It's a nice conversation.
great.
We today we talk a lot in English.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Joaquin,
mate.
thank you so much.
Very good,
Yeah.
very good, very nice,
Bye
Jordan.
bye.
Bye
Take
bye,
care.
bye bye.
See ya.
Ciao.